Hi, I'm going to walk you through some of the elements of Google Classroom and take a look at our STEM Power 2020 Summer Institute Google Classroom. If you're newer to Google Classroom, hopefully this is helpful for you. And if you have been using it for a while, you can just skim through this or reference it as needed. So when you first log in, you want to make sure that you are on the Gmail that you are signed up for Google Classroom through. And what I mean is if I were to click on my circle up here where it says S, it's going to show me all the different accounts that I have. And I want to make sure I'm logged into the correct one, which is the Gmail account you provided or created for Summer Institute. Then I'm going to click on our Summer Institute class. If you're enrolled in other classes, then they might show up here. So I'm going to click on it here. The first thing I'm going to be taken to always is the stream. The stream is somewhat helpful. Think of it like a social media news feed where the most recent stuff pops up first. What I always recommend is just jumping straight into classwork. Classwork looks like this, where it's sorted by topics. Stream looks like this, where it's sorted by most recently posted. So the classwork tab is where we're going to operate mostly from. And for this week, we're going to be focused on week 1, which is the asynchronous week. And for each of the 5 days, you're going to need 2 things, the agenda and the assignments. So you can see here that we have day 1 agenda, day 1 assignments, and we have that for each of the 5 days. So if we were to click on, for example, the day 1 agenda, it's going to tell you here that this is what you're going to need, and then you can click on it and open it, and it will open a new tab with this Google Doc of the agenda. As you go through, you can see that there are hyperlinks in here, and this is going to take you through each piece of your asynchronous day. On the left side, there are these titles, and that would take you to, for example, you say, I'd like to work on the mentorship piece now. If you were to click there, it would take you to that part of the document. So if you are near the top and you want to navigate back to something, you can just click there and it will take you there. You're going to use the hyperlinks to navigate through videos or materials that you might need. If there's anything that is housed as an assignment, it will be linked here, but you can also find it separately in that day's assignment. So like the day 1 assignment. So this assignment that's already here is for our student engagement TPT techniques and strategies. So if you were doing this, for example, here on this student engagement, if you were to click this reflection activity, you can see it's hyperlinked here. It's actually going to take me back into Google Classroom and into that day 1 assignment. And when you open it, it's actually going to open your own copy for you unless it's a collaborative document. So that's what you're going to need for this week. The only other thing you might want for this week is this FAQs and tech troubleshooting. So we're going to continue to add resources, contact information, videos, all those kinds of things here. And those are also found on the bottom, and a footnote in every agenda is a link back to that part of the Google Classroom. You will be using some of the other topics next week during your synchronous portion, and that's where you'd be able to find, for example, if you're in the 3 through 5 grade level strand, you could click there and it's going to only show you that topic. So if I were to go back and click all topics, they're all present, but if I only wanted to see certain ones, then I could click on it and it's going to take away all the other ones. So if you're someone that all of that is too much noise for you, it's too cluttered, just come in here, click week 1, and you can find your asynchronous work. If you have any issues or any trouble, I would recommend, and the FAQ and tech troubleshooting page doesn't help you, I'd recommend just reaching out to one of us. Hopefully this video helps you navigate Google Classroom and have a smooth Summer Institute experience.